So this is the first video in my series for the Keyestudios 37 sensor kit. This is a really nice kit. I like it. It's well documented, and the sensors are good quality and they're well marked. So they have this little diagram that corresponds with all the slots so you can keep them straight. The first one we're going to do is this little Pirahna LED module. There's several LEDs in this kit, but what I think makes this one different is that it's very bright. So it could be used to illuminate as opposed to just displaying. Okay, so we're going to move over here to the wiki. They have a really nice wiki that has a little description of each one and connection diagram and some sample code to get you started. Okay, so while we have this connection diagram up, I'm going to hook it up. So as you can see, they're all pretty much the same. They have this little plus minus and signal on most of them. So you just plug your off color, meaning not black or red, into the signal, red into plus, black into minus, and of course it doesn't matter what color you're plugging in. It's just a convention so that you generally think that when you see a red cable, it's power and black is ground. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in here. Our signal is going to go into digital pin 3, which is the fourth one over. Red's going to go into 5 volts. Black's going to go into ground. Okay, then I'm going to move back over to my computer. You could plug the Arduino directly into your computer. It's going to work pretty much exactly like I'm doing it here. I happen to be remoting into my Raspberry Pi, which is how I like to do it, so whatever your preference is. So I'm going to move over to my VNC viewer. If you don't have this set up and you want to, I'm going to provide some links in the description to the tutorials where I went over how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to open up the Arduino IDE. Okay, then I'm going to open up my sketch, and I have it saved on here, but I will provide you a link to the sketch. Whenever you open a file in Arduino, it's going to open up another window, so you can close the original one if you want to, so you don't get confused. I'm going to just make this bigger here. Okay, so what we're doing is setting a variable to 3, which means it's at digital pin 3, which is what we plug the blue cable into. Then we're setting that pin to out, meaning we're sending a signal out as opposed to getting it in like through a sensor. Then we're going to set that pin to high, which means it's going to go on. Then we're going to delay for 2 seconds, so it's going to stay on for 2 seconds. Then we're going to turn it off and wait 2 seconds. And since we're in a loop here, it's just going to keep repeating that. So the two things you're always going to want to check are the board is set to whatever board you happen to be using, and we're on a Uno, and your port is set to the right port. Okay, so if those are right, then you click the little upload button, and then you can watch it compile at the bottom. Okay, once we're done, you can see the light going on and off. So we've successfully hooked up our Pirahna LED.